Hello everyone and welcome back to Boater Plays Something. We're playing Deus Ex Human Revolution. We're ready to hit the button on an elevator and probably go down the shaft some more. And it should be fun! Yeah, let's, I still feel like there's a boss battle coming up, but we'll find out. I'm Boater, let's play something. Warning, once the elevator ride begins, there's no turning back. Are you sure you want to descend now? Yeah, we're going to the end game. Yes! I can't move. There we go. Probably didn't want me to like hop off the elevator when I committed to going down. Even though I do have the long fall thing, they can't guarantee that that's something you got. Any chat from Pritchard during this? I can't jump. I wanted to kind of look over the edge. I love an artificial construct big enough to have its own weather. Like, I want to see the NASA Vehicle Assembly Building, VAB, for, you know, supposedly having its own weather inside the building. That's some good height. Clouds, very nice. This is big. I wonder, like, cracking open the game files, how big across this place is. I'm sure the wiki has an answer. Yay! Broadcast center! More people knocked out. More heavy rifles. You really have a preference for me to take, don't you? Okay, so we're gonna switch to the combat rifle to start. Loaded, yes. Off we go.
What the hell?
Water pressure normal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Haron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
This isn't gonna be pleasant for you.
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline.
Because she didn't go through the whole experimented on process. She just thinks she can plug right in.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary control hatch.
Oh, shit.
That was a cool shot with the turret winging around the side. Okay. Another praxis. Okay.
To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
purge tertiary pods?
I must be the one to alter the signal. Once I do,
welcome me with open arms.
No! Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away! Bad man is here.
Damn.
Why does he want to kill us? Kill him.
Contamination warning. Part
It's
1.
not what I wanted to do.
You have been better served keeping your head down, Jensen.
I'll do it, Mother. Just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please.
See how many shots it
Stay
takes to
away
get
from
through
us.
this.
Security measures are sufficient.
3 shots.
Sufficient.
It looks like there's 3
Once the weight
turrets.
of your gaze touches you, there is no escape.
I think the laser rifle lets you just get right through that thing.
It hurts. It hurts so much. Systems are... My organic systems under stress will apologize.
You see where honor
Are
and
those
ambition lead you
things not get destroyed or something?
to a hole miles deep in the ocean, about to meet your end.
We'll see.
And powerless.
Alright, 1 down.
Look at what they've done. I don't like it here. I don't like it. It's so cool down here. Dirt. Show us the light, Mother. Where's the light?
I must fight this. I must succeed.
That one's slagged. We got 1 left. Well, we got 2 left, but we got this one left on this side.
Can't move. Why can't I move? ACHE levels are critically low. How much longer will it be, Mother? I want to go home.
I want to go home. Oh god.
I have no choice but to eliminate you. You have ruined everything.
Alright, those 3 down.
Been away for so long.
Oh,
Tired. System
What does this
monitors
do?
online constantly. There's too much to keep track of. Supplemental diagnostics required before we can sleep.
ah, crap.
After
Disconnect.
this, Tayo will dominate the market. Sorrow will no longer be a thorn in my side.
Shut up. So, okay, so I need to go this way. I probably should have
Results of
used
the
that one.
diagnostics are inconclusive. I feel bad. Vital signs. Vital signs normal? No. This is not normal. We just want to be normal.
Access granted.
Okay. Doors.
Warning.
Open.
Pod 3 safety purge in progress. Stand by.
Oh, is that okay? Like, I don't want to kill them, although I like putting them out of their misery is a thing. Yeah, so it wants me to kill them. There's got to be a way around that. The laser rifle, I'm pretty sure you can just shoot her right through the friggin' glass. So I should have grabbed that. Maybe I can stun. Maybe that'll disrupt. Yeah.
Warning. Pod 2 safety purge in progress. Stand by. Contamination warning. Pod 2 access hatch is open. Pod 2 safety purge complete.
System
Reinitiating hybrid Pod 1. Safety purge complete. Reinitiating hybrid life support.
But
Error in system. Iron is weakening. Rerouting connection.
I need to do that a couple times if we're trying to do non-lethal.
Reroute complete. Error in system. Rerouting connection. Reroute complete. Pod 1. Safety purge
There.
complete. Reinitiate hybrid life support.
No. Ah.
Warning.
Yeah, so the EMP grenade did do it. Apparently, if you're gonna knock them out, you gotta do it 3 times.
Power surge detected. Electrical charge above normal levels and rising. Preparing for
Oh
discharge
crap, I
sequence.
just got the one.
Warning.
That's okay.
Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
It's happening! Fire is compromised!
You know what? I can't even see what you're doing.
Protocols. You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been
Oh,
ignorant
shit.
the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocols. There is no way you can defeat the system. There is nothing you can do to stop me.
Warning. Electrical charge
Robot's not
subcritical and
connected.
rising. Pathway to discharge sequence. Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
Okay, so there's that robot wandering
I
around.
cannot reach you, Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You
I'm
and I
gonna be
both
fine. So I gotta select that robot. What exactly?
Primary pod station damaged.
Do I just hit X?
No! I will not lose this.
Or do I just wait it out?
It's my right. I have worked too long to stop now. You want the glory.
Another security hub. That might have been the robot.
No! It is all mine! I have given everything for this!
Warning. Primary pod station failure imminent. Warning. Electrical charge approaching critical levels. Discharge
Oh,
imminent.
dude, there's...
Clear the area.
Yeah, okay. There's a hole in the glass, right? There we go. Wow, she's taking a lot of headshots. There it goes.
I can't take.
Ooh, that's always a fun one. That's fun too. Leaving a Jensen-sized dent in the crate. Though to be fair, I'm still in one piece. But yeah, I guess if you have the laser rifle, you can just like shoot right through whatever the barrier is, and it just, boom, you're gone. Alright, that was one way of doing that. You know what? We'll load that.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
I like that.
Eliza,
Not the end of the world, but you can see it
what
from
are you
here.
doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
And what do you think,
Certainly
you
gives them
superhuman
reason to
AI?
fear it.
Indeed. Daryl's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal.
Or
Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front, like Seraph suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne
I think that's what I'm
poisoning?
gonna go with.
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them.
Fake news!
And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls.
I still can't
Destroy
look.
them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin
Or
the story.
I can just turn off the broadcast and then we don't send a
yours.
story.
Do you believe
All
you
this
have
broadcast
the
stuff is
wisdom
just
to
on
choose
you.
an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
Which one's this one? We're gonna send Taggart's message about corrupted neuropozyne, I think. I mean, I like you, Seraph, but yeah, regulation would be a good thing. Not a ban, but just a little bit more oversight so that this shit doesn't happen again. Boo.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research.
I doubt this will matter in the sequel anyway.
Are you sure this is your choice?
Yeah, progress will be a bit slower, but it'll still happen and happen more safely.
So be it then.
Freedom.
Oh, I could have
For those who
saved.
don't have it, it's more valuable
I could have
than
saved
gold.
so we could watch more, but this is...
But where
We'll
should it
watch this.
start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace.
These narrations change too depending on how violent you are through the game.
Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly.
Except when it came to using turrets
I
against Bell Tower.
managed to hang on to my humanity. But the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power, without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
I mean, it's not a fully right answer. There's just what's the least wrong answer that you can give, and I think that regulation is it. That's the game, I think. Into the kind of thing that might lose me a subscriber or two, but Obama mentioned at one point, people asking about him about taking away guns. He said, I never wanted to do that. I want to regulate them. Back in the 60s, 70s, there was a lot of pedestrian deaths. There was a lot of deaths in cars. And instead of banning cars, they researched it like a disease and said, how do we fix all of these fatalities? Seatbelts, airbags, all that stuff through government regulation made for much safer cars than we had 50 years ago. And that's what he was trying to say is what we should do with gun violence, is regulate guns, not take them away, not say you can't have them just flat out, but looking at it in a way that says, how can we do this in a way that is for the betterment of society? And so applying that here with augmentations, we're not going to say you can't develop augmentations. We're not going to say that augmentations are bad unequivocally. We're going to say that augmentations are dangerous and as such need to be regulated. There needs to be oversight, and it needs to be done in such a way that is responsible. Responsible augmentations ownership. For the people that have them, for the companies that are researching them. And I think that that is the right way to go. But what are your thoughts? Try to keep this, if you're going to flame me for political views, then fine, whatever. But looking at it with augmentations, what would you do? Would you regulate augmentations, or would you say no, it's free market, whatever? People are going to be looking at the not the corporations. People are going to be looking at these shadowy whatevers, and they're going to let the corporations do whatever they want. They'll advance fast, and it'll shake itself out. Again, it's not a wrong answer, but it's not the right answer either. All of these are like, this is it's push one of three buttons or go to the escape pod and let it blow itself up, thereby killing Seraph, Taggart, and a few others. But 4 choices, and it's not just here's the good one and here's the one where you're a dick. So I do like that these different choices are weighted in such a way that makes it nice and nuanced, I think. Whereas opposed to, Mass Effect 3, when you push the button, it's, well, in my mind it was, yes, of course, humans and cybernetics working together. Because then it's cooperation all around instead of trying to rule them, or just straight up ruling them and subjugating them, or outright destroying them and losing cybernetic life as well as those resources. So cooperation was just the obvious one to me. But then that one, I think, in the extended cut also added a null option of just shoot the catalyst and, well, screw it, we'll finish out this cycle and we'll let the galaxy shake itself out the next time around. And that's what this one with the escape pod was. And I'm pretty sure that was in the original game, but that might have been added in the director's cut. The make no decision, let nothing get broadcast, let the chips fall. So anyway, and of course I'm making these links, but these are games that are very much in the same kind of genre. as Mass Effect, or to relate directly on the channel, Knights of the Old Republic. These dialogue-driven plots. This one doesn't branch out nearly as much. It's still a very linear plot, but in the hub areas that are in the first half of the game, there's non-linearity in how you approach those. I think when you go back to Hungsha before tracking down the scientists, I think there was originally supposed to be another hub area, or Pancheo was originally supposed to be a hub area where you could sell stuff, because, like, you can't sell anything in the last third of the game. From Missing Link onward, and even before then, you know, going into that, when the, I forget his name, the gang leader with Vasili's arm, when he tells you to go and plant the bomb in the shipyard and that whole thing. From there on out, you cannot sell anything, and I was really annoyed that you couldn't sell anything in that limb clinic and whatever. But yes, this was Deus Ex: Human Revolution, the director's cut, and it was fun. It's a good time, and it was long, and I'm glad it's over. Assuming that I can get Twitch streaming to work off of my Xbox One, I will be streaming the sequel to this, Mankind Divided, in May for St. Jude Play Live. Follow me on twitch.tv/Boderbug to be notified whenever I go live, including with that, or to see it, whatever. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.com/Boderbug, and I'll be posting stuff there. Usually when I go live, I'll be posting it on Facebook and Twitter. You can support me on Patreon.com/Boderbug, and I occasionally will mention streams on there, or behind-the-scenes videos, sneak peeks at stuff. Probably part of this episode, probably got a sneak peek on Patreon by this point. Yeah, what did you think of the game? Not just the ending, perhaps, although I do want to hear your thoughts on that, but what did you think of the game? What did you think of the series? What was your favorite part, either of the game in itself or of the series as I was playing it? I'd love to hear from you guys, so please leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you, believe that I've earned it. I'm going to wait until the end of the credits, because there's not a scene so much as there is just a like an audio only bit that kind of pulls back to the first bit with like faces on the screen, whatever. I think it's audio only. Anyway, it's a call forward to the original Deus Ex, and I don't think so much missing link. And I don't think so much a setup for a sequel. Although again, I will find out how much it set things up as I play Mankind Divided. Let me know below what series you'd like to see, what games you'd like to see me do. Just kind of talking as this goes. Should probably just fade to the end of the credits, but it is what it is. Thanks for sitting here. Thanks for listening to me this whole time. Excuse me. Xbox going dark. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for hanging out with me through these credits. I appreciate that. My camera's starting to run a little long, so I'm going to restart it. I could just skip the credits too, but at the same time, voice cast, Elias Tefexis, that's his voice. Jensen is his voice. He's not putting on a voice. His voice is that deep gravelly thing. Tong, that's the gangster's name. Tong Si-hung. But I saw a video, and I forget who did it, but hopefully I'll remember to link it below. If I don't, please let me know. Leave a comment, and I'll know that you guys watched through the credits, so But it was a few people that do Let's Plays, or talk about games, playing through the first mission of the game with Elias Tefexis. So you're hearing Jensen, because that is his voice, talking about the game as it's going through, which actually I'm probably going to go watch as soon as this is done, because that was a really good time. I'll try to make sure to write that down in a note to put it in there. Oh, you know what was supposed to be the hub area? Montreal. When we go to Picus, when you go there, that originally was a mission that was going to be at the end of a hub area. Montreal was going to be one of these hub areas, like Detroit or Hungsha. And they kind of ran out of development time there, which I know they're very sad about because the game was developed in Montreal. Which is, I'm sure they all got amusement out of using whatever actual landmark as the Picus building. With the funicular and everything. Funicular, a term that going into this playthrough I didn't know, but it's just that's an elevator that does this kind of thing instead of straight up or down. It's a widely used term, and since starting this, I've run into a few in real life, and I'm like, oh hey, it is a thing. It's seen.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
Which would hit just a little harder without having the subtitles there showing it, but I guess Bob Page is a big guy in Deus Ex. I haven't played it. I should. I may eventually. I haven't yet. So, this was Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. This is the theme from the first game, isn't it? I'll just let that play out. I'll shut up now.